this is something that I've mentioned before, but I'm quite a fan of films that deal with the whole fake boyfriend, fake girlfriend to either get out of a situation or to ease a situation. Those films I always find to be quite interesting and really easy to watch, and I'm always really curious to find out how the truth will be revealed, if the truth ever is revealed. And when I found out that that's what My Birthday Romance was based around, I definitely had to give it a watch. This was released in 2020, it's directed by Heather Hawthorn Doyle, written by John Hartman, and stars Ali Cobrin as our protagonist Callie and Jesse Hutch as Will. Callie has a birthday coming up, I believe her 35th birthday, and her parents are constantly nagging her to find a boyfriend, to set her up on a date. And she's fed up with it. She likes being single. She doesn't mind being on her own. But in order to get her parents off of her back, she decides to tell them that she has a boyfriend who she will be bringing bringing with her to her not so surprise birthday party. And she enlists the help of Will, who happens to be a friend of her brother, um, to be her fake boyfriend. And Will seems pretty pleased to go along with this. And the whole question is, will they be able to pull it off? Will they ever develop actual feelings for each other? And will anybody ever find out the truth? I won't answer those questions, but I will say that is quite predictable. Um, for the most part, they do have some unusual attitudes. Will seems to be too into this. And Callie says something really unnecessarily horrible to him when they are, now I don't know what this is called, but they're practicing hitting baseballs in an indoor area. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a term for it. But that scene, I won't spoil it, but that scene there where she says something really nasty to him. And I thought that was this fantastic, really fantastic bit of acting from Jesse Hutch, where the character is about to hit a ball, and as he's about to, he takes a swing, and as he's about to make contact with the ball, his brain kind of acknowledges what Callie has just said to him. And he has this moment where he kind of just stops before he hits the ball and puts the bat down or throws the bat down and leaves. And there was just something about that very brief performance that I found to be really moving and really realistic. Of course, the acting across the board was absolutely fine. I think Charles Cottier as Kyle was brilliant. Kyle is Callie's brother, and he was fantastic. The character has such a great, like, I guess, charisma, personality. He's cheeky, but he's charming, and I really enjoyed that character a lot. There isn't anything about this that I didn't like, apart from the aforementioned slightly dodgy negative attitudes. Mainly Callie. I think at certain times she was a little bit unrealistic and a little bit unreasonable. Not the nicest person. And I also think Will was too eager to do this favor for somebody he had basically just met, and all he was getting out of it was a chicken parmesan. Not really a fair trade-off. But I enjoyed the film. It was warm. It was easy to watch. It was comforting. It was, the costumes were great. The party scenes were really entertaining. I will say there's a bit of an imbalance with seeing the characters' personal lives, so we never really get into who they are. Callie, we do kind of see a bit of her life. She has a catering company. We get to see a bit of that. I don't. Do we ever see inside her own house? If we do, it's minimal. But certainly we don't really get to know much about her daily lives and what she does outside of work. And with Will, we know he is a teacher. We see his teacher's desk, but that is it. So we don't really know much about him either, or what his family life's like, or anything else about him. So there is room for more character development, and they could have done a bit more with introducing us to more of the characters' personalities and what they are like as individuals, to then let us work out if this fake relationship could actually have been genuine, if they would have been a good match. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to work that out just from what we see on screen. But it's not the biggest issue. It's not something that detracts from what I enjoyed. It just would have been something that would have made it more interesting and better to watch. But My Birthday Romance is, it's nothing special. It's nothing unique. But that's what I like about it. It was quite predictable. That's what I was in the mood for. That's what it delivered. If that's your kind of film, I definitely recommend it.